So we have the slow-mo so we can count the frames and see the speed. That's the first frame. 158 on channel 1. That's much slower than anything we had so far. Great news. 168 channel 2. 176 channel 8. We can make that much slower. Very, very positive results. A lot of channels have doubled in time, but the last channel, number 8, is actually even faster now. I'm actually going to put this back on the CNC machine and make it even slower, and then I'm absolutely done. So this is really cool because here I have my angles and then I have the time. So now I can go into CAD and actually adjust this very precisely, which is kind of awesome. So this was the profile of the first channel. I'm going to do it 23.5 instead of 24. But then from the second channel, I think I can go a little more aggressive. 25 down to 24. Let's have a look at the times. Third channel is pretty slow. I can do that to 24 as well. 24.5 perhaps. So now we come to the longest outmost channels. Here I want to make a big difference. So 27 degree, we're going to go all the way down to 25, to 28. So we're gonna go down to 26. And the last channel, 26.5. So now my model will update automatically because I have programmed it parametrically. Our new slower curves. I just realized why the last tracks are so fast, and I knew about this from the beginning. I didn't think it would have that big of an effect. The sweep is made by this profile here, and this profile is not 90 degrees to the sweep, so even though the distance here, seen from the front, should be 17 millimeters, the outside lane is much tighter than that. So we can measure here from this point to this point. Yeah, it's only 14. So the marble is actually running on top. The marble isn't running inside the walls. So that lane is too tight. That's why it doesn't work. Yeah, that's 15.8. Yeah, so we have that issue on pretty much everywhere. I am going to artificially increase the width of this. So I'm gonna make this one a little bit wider, 8.6. Okay, so I made the two longest channel extra wide, and I'm going to do this last toolpath operation before I finally put this thing on the machine, I hope. Okay, let's take a look at the result. Nice. This is the effect I wanted to create, where several groups of marbles are in the lanes at the same time. So let's measure the first group. The outermost lane is the absolutely slowest now on 334 frames. So the funny thing is that some of the middle lanes are faster now after I recut, because I didn't cut deep enough. But I'm done with this now. It's perfect. We have fixed the issue of having the marbles bouncing around, and I learned so much in this marble lane process. It's very mixed feelings. I'm very disappointed about how much time I spent on reaching a final result. Very happy with the result. It's still not perfect, but now I'm cutting the cord to this perfectionism on this moment. Now it works and it looks gorgeous. Now I need to do something else. I stumbled a little bit on the finishing line because of these middle tracks are actually faster now than what I want them. But the marbles are like slowing down right before the marble divider, and that's good enough. So, you know, when I started this process, I talked about first principles, designing from first principles, and I wanted to kind of linger on this part because of what I've learned. This project was a big learning curve, and I feel I understand the marbles more. But I am also kind of disappointed that it took so long time. I thought it would take 1 day, start to end, maybe 2. I had a lot of fun, but now at the end, right now, tonight, I'm a little bit like a popped balloon lying on the asphalt, shattered. Because it's like, I obviously can't spend this much time on everything. Like, this part will work forever. I know that. We're not going to have issues. There's no moles coming up with this part. Except the mole is like, I spent a week on it or more. I don't know how many videos we made on it. It's over, it's done, it looks gorgeous. When I did the last recutting, I only went 6 millimeters down with a bit. I cut the toolpaths on 6 millimeters depth, and I should have gone deeper, which resulted in, on the middle lanes, the marble are kind of going in a mix between the old angle and the new angle, which had a faster result. I don't want to recut this for like 100th time, and I'm also a little bit worried if I make the marble lanes too slow. I much rather have them too fast so they never get stuck. So I'm going to accept this compromise. That doesn't mean that I have to like it, okay? Ow. I'm waking up from like a marble lane time spending spree. I've been in flow the whole time solving this problem, and now when I climbed Mount Everest, I'm like, so what's the meaning of life now? I look forward to celebrating this moment with you. We are, of course, going to celebrate it with whacking another mole. Tomorrow we'll be back with something completely new. That's going to be great. I've been standing on ladders and doing Marmshinex parkour filming for a week. I mean, it looks gorgeous. What a nice visual explanation of what this machine is doing. The conveyor belt, we can have a moving camera, and then the reveal with the marbles flaring out on the top down into the music instruments. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I always hated good is enough. Whoever said good is enough wasn't an artist. I have to learn to accept good is enough, no matter how much I hate it. If I allow myself to linger in these rabbit holes, that's everything I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Part of making this Vintergatan 2 daily videos has been such an amazing mental training that I have to let go of things so much earlier. The real mastery is going to be now. I can use my new design skills, but if I can also temper my perfectionism so I can like use them until something really works and it's good enough and then move on to the next part, then we might have a finished Marble Machine X before the next decade. If I allow myself to stay down here in these rabbit holes and drag my feet and linger on details, that's not going to end. I don't know why I'm so disappointed. I don't know. I shouldn't be disappointed. I have to play some chess, go to bed, and a new day tomorrow.